Hello. Let's see. Whew, I look a mess. It's time. It's time. It's time. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to pop in. Hey, Jamila. Yes, girl. It's time. Hey, Catherine. What's going on? Happy New Year. I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to pop in before I get going. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Colette. Did you guys have a good New Year's? What did what did you do for New Year's? I know what I did. What did you guys do? Did you stay in? Did you hang out with friends and family? What's up? What'd you do? Got a few more people coming in. Sorry about my lighting. I've got my little desk lamp, my overhead lamp, and I tried to put one softbox lighting over me. Hopefully it doesn't look too dark. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Happy New Year. Hello, Miss Davis. What's going on? Hey, Patricia. Happy New Year, guys. Yes, movies, junk food, and champagne. I'm with you. I love that. Oh, that's not lazy at all. There is nothing wrong. Trust me, I'm a takeout queen. I work hard all day long in the salon. Some nights I don't feel like well, let me back up. It's a rare occasion that I have to even cook anyway. Only time I cook are on my days off or if Murillo has a short day. But most of the time, Murillo does most of the cooking. But if I've had a long day, he's had a long day, takeout. No problems. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got a lot of good photos. Okay, so Happy New Year. What's up? I'm married. Woohoo! I can't believe it. So last night was the first night that I actually got some sleep. It's really, really interesting because, right, a man that cooks, thank you, Lord. It's a blessing. Last night was the first night that I actually got some sleep. It took me that many days just to come down from the wedding high. No one told me about the wedding high. The first day, like the next day after, I was just like, I was shook, as the kids say. I was shook. I was stunned. I just couldn't come down. I think I was in the state of shock. I'm not decompressing. Yes, it is it's so much. Like, I mean, I'm talking about overstimulating overload. I'm not a huge crier, you know. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw the video. Murillo, bless his heart, he was a hot mess, which I knew he was gonna cry. I didn't know he was gonna cry. So I was like, oh my God, honey, hold it together. I dropped a few little tears, but was it last night? I was on my bed and I just all of a sudden it was just like waterworks. I think it was just relief. All the stress is over. I was just so happy. I'm so blessed. I could not believe that, dang, like I have someone who just really loves me just from the depths of his soul. Like it was a lot. And I cried. And he comes in the bedroom. He's like, girl, you a day late. I cried the night of, but if you want me to cry with you again, I will. I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need you to cry. But I just, whoo. So I had me a good old cry last night. And when I tell you I slept like a rock, I slept like a rock. So this morning I woke up, first of all, I woke up at 6:30 because Caesar, my big boy, he was sick. He was throwing up. So I jumped out of bed to clean him up. Hi, Adrian. Jumped out of bed to clean him up, and then I went back to sleep, and your girl stayed in bed till 9:30. So I am well rested. Wedding day was insane, y'all. Let me tell you, I feel like you learn the most about people through big events. So through deaths, unfortunately, weddings, you learn so much about people. Wedding day was crazy, of course. So I had my bridesmaid Nicole. She works with me. She's a hairstylist. She was doing hair. Then I had to bring in one of my other friends, Jay, to do some hair. He's a hairstylist. And then I just did everybody's eyes. Nicole did my hair, and then I did my own makeup, of course. And everyone told me that it was going to go by fast, but it went by so fast. It was a beautiful day. I don't want to spoil too much of it for you guys because I do have a lot of video footage that I will share, but I do have, I don't know, we'll see if we can pull it up here. The photographer, he sent me over a few photos. Can you guys see that? Like, that's insane. I legit felt like a Barbie doll. 100% felt like a Barbie. And then there's my honey. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. So cute. He's so handsome. And then what else do I have? Oh yeah, this was cute too. Me and my girls. So I got a few little photos. So that was wedding day. Everything went well. It was a good time. Everyone drank. We had so much food, but there were there was only two things. Like I'm not even going to mention one of them, but the one thing that I do want to mention, so there were probably about easily 45 people that RSVP'd, told us they were coming, and did not show up. Now, listen, apparently a lot of people have been telling me, oh, that's just how it is. I don't care if that's just how it is. I'm here to tell you that that's just rude. Like, Murillo's parents paid for the food. We had on-site caterers. They're making Brazilian food, so they were grilling at the venue. And so Murillo's parents paid for a specific amount of meat. You know what I mean? We have so much food left over, it's not even funny. Like, Murillo's parents have like steak and chicken and sausage in their freezer that didn't even touch the grill that they already paid for because people just simply didn't show up. My thought process is like, I don't understand how you can RSVP, tell somebody you're coming, and then don't have the common courtesy to show up. That's one of my pet peeves just in general. Like, I understand that life happens. I'm a very, very understanding person. And if you can't do something, just let me know. Don't have me sitting there looking like a fool. So I was very, very irritated with the fact that, Kenzie, oh, my goddaughter's here, Mackenzie. She's one of my bridesmaids. Hey, Kenny, what's up, boo? I love you too, Mackenzie. But I was just kind of like, yeah, nah, that ain't cool. So basically, we have a lot of food left over. I have so much cake in my refrigerator right now. It's not even funny. I took some to the salon day before yesterday. I took some cake and I took some truffles to the salon day before yesterday. Last night, I went over to Murillo's parents' house to bring over some more cake so that way she'd give to her friends. And we still... Hey, Marnie, you made it. We still have a huge slab of cake just hanging out in my refrigerator. So I'm going to work tomorrow. So they all getting some cake because I have got to get rid of it because my refrigerator is packed. If you're just getting here, Happy New Year. What's up? I'm married. I was just talking about how I was a little bit irritated because one of the main things that really made me a little bit upset about the wedding, like, it was beautiful, no doubt, but we had about 50 people that RSVP'd and said they were coming and didn't show up. So now we just have an abundance of meat, salad, cake, truffles. We got a lot of food left over. But you know what? This year has truly showed me like who is really, really here for me, because some people that did not show up, I was very, very shocked, just simply because it's kind of like, oh, I thought we were friends. And the thing is, again, I understand life happens, but some people that did not show up that I thought we were close didn't tell me that they weren't going to show up. So, I mean, I'm human. It takes a lot to make me upset. And, I was talking to Marilla and I was like, listen, am I being a little bit touchy? Like, am I okay? Am I being crazy for being really, really upset about it? And he was like, no, you have every right to be upset. So a little bit upset about that. But at the end of the day, if you weren't there and you were invited, whatever, you don't really matter that much. What matters is Marilla and I's union. We are married. We're ready to go. Our marriage is already blessed. Thank you, Jesus. And it's going to be all good. So wedding, good. Next up, something else I want to talk about really quick. All right. So one of my main reasons, thank you, Nicole. One of my main reasons why I wanted to hop up here on live, yes, is their loss, is simply because our family has grown dramatically in the matter of 4 days. Let me tell you what happened. They're just jealous. Maybe, you know what, Natasha? I think, yeah, I am the kind of person where I can be very, very naive. I do know that that is one of my downfalls, and I never want to ever think that someone could be jealous of me. But yeah, absolutely. But one of my 2019 goals was that one of my 2018 goals was that I wanted to hit 3K subscribers, before the new year. And just with December, Christmas parties, salon life, wedding planning, I realized, okay, content's going to be very limited. I ain't going to hit it. Okay. So I was kind of like, whatever, that's okay. On the wedding day, I was on YouTube because I just needed a moment just to decompress because it got a little bit stressful. So I was like, I'm just going to get on YouTube for like 5 minutes. And so I was sitting down and I saw I had 2,934 subscribers. And I was like, no big deal. You're not going to hit it. Whatever. No 3K for you. It's okay. Just work harder next year. You'll be good. So move on, have my wedding, go back to our hotel, wake up the next morning, and I'm getting awakened by my cell phone. I'm just like, why is my phone going off so much? Like, what the heck is going on? And I'm looking at my phone and I can see that it's YouTube. And I'm like, okay, I haven't posted anything since December 26th. That's the only time my phone really blows up from YouTube. Is obviously, of course, if I post a new video, people are commenting and whatever. So I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So apparently I look at it and I go to YouTube and it says that I have a little over 3,000 subscribers. And I was like, whoa, because when I checked not even 12 hours ago, I wasn't there. And so I looked in Makeup Struggles. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Makeup Struggles. I love her. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. She is hilarious. I love just her mindset and how she thinks. She is not a makeup artist. She's not even in the beauty industry at all. I want to say she does something. I know she does something in entertainment. I don't know if it's like management or PR, but I know she does something in entertainment. And so, yes, won't he do it? Yes, he will. So I'm like, what the heck? So she mentioned me in her recent video, and it was Black beauty influencers that you should watch. And so since she mentioned me, I am now basically almost at 3.5K subscribers. And I'm shocked. I'm just like, wow, God, like you talk about really turning it around in the night. Like God really, really turned that around for me. So on top of being married, on top of growing 600 plus subscribers in the matter of 48 to 72 hours, I was kind of like, you know what? This is a great way to start the new year. So I'm super, super pumped about that. And again, if you guys have not seen Makeup Struggles, you need to go check her out because she's bomb. Let me come over and check on comments here. It's their loss. Absolutely jealous. Sarah Rice, so happy. Thank you, Sarah. Nicole, life celebrations and life hardships show you who really loves you dearly. That is 100%. I watched Makeup Struggles. It was great for her to do that video. Yes, it was, because she mentions a lot of other great Black influencers, the smaller ones. So I really, really appreciate that. I haven't really been keeping up with like the big beauty influencers that much, not because I dislike them, just because I'm to the point where I prefer smaller influencers. I just feel like it's more genuine. It's not so production like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it's more real. I like a more real experience. I love her. Congratulations. Thank you. God is so good. Absolutely. It's your season for grace and favor. Amen. I received that, Nicole. Thank you. Get ready for more blessings. Absolutely. Makeup Struggles is bomb. Mackenzie's still here. I ain't leaving till the end. All right, Ken, that's fine. Everyone say hey to Mackenzie. That's my baby. Oh, my little goddaughter, y'all. Kenzie was so beautiful. So I did her hair. You guys will see it in the vlog. I did her hair and I put a little makeup on her. Let's see. Can you guys see this picture of me and Mackenzie? So cute. I had 2 dresses, by the way. 2 dresses. Let me see if I can find another photo. There's my second dress. Let's see. I don't watch mainstream. Yeah, it doesn't, Miss Davis. It doesn't feel organic at all. I like that real organic. Like we're just sitting down, hanging, kicking it, talking makeup, chit chatting. I like that. Same. I try to tell my husband how I love that. I actually interact with you. Yeah. I love interacting with you guys. Yes, Mackenzie, that's the young lady from the dress shopping video. That's my goddaughter. Mackenzie's 12 and a half years old. Oh my God, I can't believe it. That's my baby. That's my baby. Kenzie is a ride or die chick. Yes, more of a connection. So wedding, I wanted to talk about really quickly, and I kept some notes here because I'm not a big fan of just like, I don't like to say New Year's resolutions because I'm always setting goals for myself year round. So I have my long-term goals, short-term goals. I have to speak a little bit of my goals. I kind of keep it a little bit surface because I am, and this is like no offense to anyone, no shade, but I'm a firm believer that all of your thoughts, ideas, goals, and aspirations ain't for everybody's ears. Because honestly, and not that anybody here would be praying against me, that's not what I'm saying, but I feel like some things you need to keep between yourself and God. But I want to share like a few of my 2019 goals, and I want to know what some of you guys' goals are as well. But definitely my top one is read more. I absolutely love reading. 2018, I didn't even scratch the surface on any books like I would like to do. I got to the point where I started doing audiobooks where I was totally against that, but I understand why people like audiobooks. My first book is going to be my Michelle Obama book, and then I need to start my Joyce Myers, my devotional. I need to wake up every morning and start off the day with a little bit of meditation, prayer, and devotional. So I have my Joyce Myers devotional by my nightstand, and then my Michelle Obama book is downstairs on my coffee table. So I will definitely be doing a lot more reading. And if you guys have any more recommendations for books, like I like books that are going to bring value to me. So I'm very much so into self-help books, any kind of self-help, any type of self-help. I like anything that's spiritual, religious. Those are the type of books that I like to read. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. Yeah, can't share everything. Something else that I have on my list now more than ever is I have got to get on top of my Portuguese because like it's legit now. We moved up our Brazil trip. Originally, we were going to go to Brazil in September, but we are going to push it up and we're going to go in June just simply because that way Murillo's family can come when we go. So that way, because his family, obviously, they weren't able to make it to the wedding. So they want to do like a big shindig when we go. So since his little brother and sister will be out of school in June, Murillo's parents are like, well, let's just go in June. We all can go together. So what I'm thinking is I want to do 1 week in Brazil, and then I kind of want to surprise Murillo because I know he really wanted to go to Jamaica. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do 1 week in Brazil and then the following week in Jamaica. So we'll see if we can do that. But I have got to get on top of my Portuguese because I got to make sure I'm on point with that. Next up, other thing I want to focus on are my finances. I want everyone to become financially savvy. This is something that's so important to me just simply because it was not taught to me growing up, especially when you grow up and basically I didn't grow up with much, did not have any money. So when you're not taught, finances and how to delegate and how to do this and how to do that, it really, it can mess you up once you hit your 20s. I feel like I made half of my dumb decisions that I made in my 20s were just due to me being 20. Then the other half were just dumb financial mistakes that I feel like if I would have known, I would have never made. So just really getting my finances right, making sure that I have enough to save. We definitely want to be able to buy in the near future. So just, being mindful of our money. I talk about that a lot, especially when it comes to makeup shopping, because makeup is probably the main thing that I do buy the most. Obviously, I need makeup for my channel and for what I do for a living because I'm a makeup artist, but don't be buying stupid stuff. Like if you don't need it, don't buy it. And then the next two things that I have are just fitness stuff. I really want to get into yoga just simply because I am lifting more and your girl is 30. So I need to make sure that I'm stretching and I still have my mobility because, I don't feel like my body is different as far as like feeling or aching, but I'm definitely aware of the fact that we are aging every single day and you need to do whatever it takes to stay healthy. And that doesn't mean that you need to have a specific number on the scale. Of like a lot of people strive to be skinny or they're like, oh, I need to see this number on the scale. And that's not ultimately what health is. That doesn't even scratch the surface of what health truly is. So just making sure that your mind is right, your body is right, your soul is right. You're eating your good foods, you're moving. Like if you're not a big runner, don't run. Like find exercising that you like. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's the hard part with exercising, or the reason why a lot of people hate it is because they're doing things that they don't like. Like if you don't like running, don't run a marathon. You know what I mean? The treadmill is not going to be for you. Going for a jog is not going to be for you. Maybe you might like Zumba. You might like Pilates. You might like yoga. It's just going to be a matter of finding what works for you. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of debating I've kind of been playing with the idea of doing a fitness competition, not for anything just long term, but just to say that I did it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see. That language is gorgeous. Makes me think of that song. Oh, yeah, Girl from Ipanema. Yeah, we play that song at the wedding. Finances. Yes, I want to lose weight, finance, and get your biceps. Come on. Biceps, push-ups, pull-ups. Priscilla Schiller's book title, favorite. Joyce Meyer's book, Change Your Words. Ooh, okay. Thank you, Nicole. Power of Praying Wife. Okay. Hey, Linda. Oh, how are you, Linda? I've been thinking of you. Love you. Hello, I'm late, but I'm here. That's okay. Better late than never. I was talking a little bit about the wedding and how things went. I'll have a vlog coming up, and then we were just going over just like a few of our just 2019 goals. I don't like saying resolution just simply because I set short-term goals for myself. So just going over a couple of goals that I have. Now just going over, I have some makeup goals. So makeup goals, again, I think I'm kind of done with eyeshadow. I know. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. You probably think I'm crazy. Reason why I say I'm done buying eyeshadow is just simply because what more can I buy? Please tell me at this point, what more can I buy? The only thing that I think I can buy now are like the little, like I bought some of the, I don't even know where mine are. My vanity is still a mess from all the bridal stuff, but like I got some of the Marc Jacobs sequins because those are glittery and cool, but I truly don't know like what eyeshadow any brand could come out or with right now, especially palette wise, that would just knock me off of my socks. And also I've got such a large collection of eyeshadow. I have got to start using this stuff and start hitting pan on it. So you guys are probably going to see a lot more videos of just me as far as eyeshadow goes, just using what I have, just simply because one, I need to save money. I truly don't need any more eyeshadows. And I know as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to get on Trendmood. She's going to post a palette and we'll be like, oh my gosh, I want it, but we won't do that to ourselves. So makeup goals, not buying eyeshadow. Also, so I go to New York City next month for Fashion Week. I was doing hair, but apparently I got switched and I'm not on the hair team anymore. I'm on the makeup team. So you guys will be seeing that I am excited about it. Typically, I'm not a fan of doing makeup for fashion shows, but for this one, I don't mind, just simply because just the structure and the organization of it is just so on point. And not saying that when I did it in the past, it wasn't, but basically we already kind of have a schedule. We know what the looks are. We know how many models we're going to have. I know exactly already what products I need just from looking at the email and the messages that have been sent with the pictures. So I am super, super pumped about that. I'm going to be working with the designer, Crystal Lee. She's a clothing designer out in Denver, Colorado. You guys know I have a couple of friends who live in Colorado. That's how I met her. When I went out there last January, one of my friends that I met in Fashion Week 2 years before that, she opened up her own salon. So she flew me out to help her just on the day of. And that's how I ended up meeting Crystal. So I'll be going to New York City next month for Fashion Week. I will definitely be vlogging that stuff for you guys as well. So that was one of my makeup goals, because 2018 was definitely not a fruitful makeup season for me, just as far as my makeup artistry goes. Now, hair was popping. Salon life was hopping. But as far as like my freelance makeup artistry, I didn't really have too many jobs, but I really feel like that was God, because he knew that I had a lot going on. And I probably, honestly, now that I think about the year that I had, I wouldn't have been able to take on as many makeup jobs as I typically had in the year before. So that was just God. You know, he knows what you need and what you don't need. You feel the same way about eyeshadow? Like, what else can they do? What else can they do at this point? I'm up to my eyeballs in eyeshadow. Me too, Colette. I can't do it anymore. Let's see, looks with palettes we've already owned. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, because I get it, you know, like, I'll be honest with you guys. I love my YouTube channel. I want it to grow. I want it to be prosperous. I want to be able to make a living off of it. But let's be honest, just like we get to a point where, you know, I do it too. I have no problems with reviews, but it's like, okay, the hot new product comes out. We do a review on it. I use it, and then you don't ever see it again, where you guys are the consumers. I'm YouTubing and I'm using it on myself, and I'll use it on clients. So most of you aren't buying makeup the way that I'm buying it. So if you buy one palette or two palettes, you probably want to see more than one look with it, right? I would think so. So definitely we're going to for sure be working on using some palettes that we have. I'm still going to keep up with my Cool Tone series, because I believe I have 2 more palettes that I want to do, and I'm thinking I'm going to do them on models. I want to do them on models that are deeper skin tone than me. That way you guys can kind of see some different variations. Da, da, da. Can you do a video on most effective workout moves, please? Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'm kind of funny, just like with I've done a couple of workout videos. It's just like, it's interesting because you never know how it's going to be perceived or how it's going to go. I'm the kind of person where I like to speak on what I know. I never like to sit here and talk about something if I'm not 100% sure. What the whole thing with fitness is, the reason why I get kind of hesitant with doing it, where I love fitness, I love doing videos, but I feel like I always have to put a disclaimer. It's like, hey, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not a nutritionist. However, I do have a physical fitness background. I was a competitive cheerleader for 5 years. I coached gymnastics for 7 years. So I know how to work out properly. I know the exercises to do, but I know sometimes some people, they don't listen when you say all of that, and they're kind of like, oh, well, you did this and you did that. And you really have to really focus on what works for you and your body. You got to know your body type. So that's the only reason why I do like doing fitness videos, but then sometimes I kind of get nervous about them, because I just feel like some people, they pick and choose what they want to hear. And more than ever, a lot of people, they're not in tune with their bodies. Like, I know what my body likes. I know what my body doesn't like. I know what foods I can eat. I know what kind of exercises work good for me. So I feel like a lot of times people will just take the time out to actually really listen and learn their bodies. But, but yes, I will definitely do that video. What feels the best gift to give? Marriage requires, yes, marriage requires a lot of work. I have been praying so hard about that, because I was, and still am, just like, oh crap, I'm a wife. Like, I'm a little nervous about it, but like I said, prayer, prayer, prayer. We're going to make it work. I love your top. Oh my gosh, this is an old ratty shirt. I love Snoopy and Woodstock, and this is my little off-the-shoulder night shirt. This thing is about 6 years old. It's crazy. Yes, I saw that. I talked about that earlier. Tamika Makeup Struggles did give me a shout out, and that was a huge blessing. A picture that did with her single eyeshadows in the blue thing looked interesting. She might be creating something. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Makeup. Yes, I saw Makeup Struggles gave me a shout out. I messaged her and told her thank you. What else did I have to talk about? Oh yeah, and then something else for one of my makeup goals. So I don't know if you guys know this. I was actually in college to be a teacher. I know that is my gift. I feel like God gives everybody a gift, and I was always very in tune with it. And I realized, oh, wait a second, like my gift is to be a teacher, but maybe not in the classroom setting. So I do like teaching and helping and inspiring people. I know that that's why God placed me on this earth, to be a service, to help people. But I realized, okay, this was to teach, but maybe in a different way. So with teaching makeup. So I'm really, really, really going to start pushing and working harder, because I'm going to want to start doing makeup classes locally where I live. I already talked to the owner that's at the salon that I work at. She approached me about it twice already, about doing some makeup classes at the salon for the clients. And I know I already have a client on my book next week for makeup classes. I do makeup classes in salon, which they're really, really cool. So basically I do 60 minutes and I tell my clients, you bring what you have at home, I'll bring what I have. I'll text you later. Says my friend is called. Who's calling you, Mackenzie, this time of night? It's 9:30. Who's calling you? Because I know Parker is not calling you at 9:30. That's all right, because I'm going to text you. Hold, please. Find out what little Miss Mackenzie is doing. Oh, who's Sarah? I don't know Sarah. All right. I love you. I'll talk to you later. What was I saying? Mackenzie made me lose my train of thought. Oh, makeup classes. I have someone on my book next week. So basically what I do is she's in a grade younger. Okay. All right, just checking. Check on your babies, check on the youth, y'all. Talk to them, ask them questions. Always be in the know, always know what's going on. Okay, do you hear me? Because if you just listen to them, you can learn so much. You can figure out so many things. I feel like I'm going off on a whole nother tangent now, but I feel like so many times I see it a lot just in salon with my clients. No one's talking to these babies. No one knows what's going on, and a lot of times I feel like a lot of parents, which I know it's touchy because I'm not a mom and I'm not trying to tell anybody how to parent, but this is just from my observation. Like, no one pays attention. Like, kids say things and I'm like, it'll get my attention, and the parent just kind of doesn't even acknowledge it, just sweep it under the rug. And you know what? You got to be super careful, because that one thing that you're sweeping under the rug might be that one important thing that can send that baby over the edge. Because let me tell you something, bullying is real. These kids are out here struggling. It is no joke. So please, no matter what you do, I don't care if you have a son, I don't care if you have a daughter, nieces, nephew, little cousins, whatever the case is, listen to these babies, because they need to be listened to. Oh my gosh. My son is 10. I've always, yeah, you got to be in his business. You got to know. You got to know what's going on. Yeah, we got to know. Oh, you're a social worker. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. What's up? Because YouTube, what's going on, girl? Yeah, it's very important. You have got to talk to them. But that was me. Sorry, kids, the youth, that's something I am severely passionate about. Murillo and I, between the both of us, we have 6 kids in our family between the ages of 7 and 14. So youth is popping in our family. So someone's always needing something, someone's always going through it. They're so funny because either there's really no in between. Either they're really, really happy or they're really upset. I'll be at work and I'll get a text message like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? It'll just be something simple, but they're a trip. But just listen to the babies. Children will tell it all. I just make sure my son knows to tell me and I will get in. You have to. I have a 16-year-old nephew and I think I'm in his business more than his parents. So yeah, someone needs to be in their business. It doesn't matter who. Someone needs to be in it. Especially if the parents are in it, you get all the way up in it. New subscriber. Hello, Annette. Thank you. Yes, you gotta listen and talk to them. Oh my gosh, I remember one time Matthew and Melissa came over. That's Lo's little brother and sister. And they were complaining, we want to come hang out with you guys. We want to come over. We want to come over. So they come over, and the whole time, Matt, he's just kind of on his phone. And so Murillo goes and he just disconnects the Wi-Fi. And I was like, yo, I need that. He's like, no, because he was complaining he wanted to come over here and hang out with us. So that's what he's going to do. So there was no Wi-Fi in our house for about 2 days, 3 days. It was quite hilarious. But listen to the babies. Going back to what I was saying, sorry, I keep getting off a track. Basically, one of my makeup goals, I want to do more makeup classes. So I don't want to hold you guys up too long, but I did want to talk one more thing because I'm seeing so much new stuff. It's interesting as far as like what's going to be trending right now. Yeah, never. Yeah, never lie to them. Never, never, never. That's something my best friend Lauren, Mackenzie's mom. Mackenzie's not a bubble baby. Lauren is so honest with Mackenzie, and we're very honest with her too. Like, we want her to be set up and prepared. We want her to know exactly what's what, because I understand, like, as a parent, as a godparent, it is our job to protect them. But at the same time, I don't want you to be stupid and naive out here either. Like, you need to know what's good. You know what I mean? So we don't believe in that bubble baby coddling. Don't let them seize. Like, you need to know how the real world works. You need to know that everybody's not going to ride for you. You need to know that everyone's not going to like you. You need to know that sometimes you're going to have a crappy day, but guess what? Tomorrow will be a new day and it'll be a better day. It's like the coping mechanisms. Oh my gosh, a lot of these kids don't know how to cope, and it's not their fault because they're a child. They're not supposed to know how to cope, and it's up to the parent to teach them how to cope. So again, I could go on and on and on about that. Be the source of their info so they don't go. Yeah, be the source no matter how uncomfortable. Yes, Leslie. Yes, 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 yes. So switching gears here, I was looking at, there's some new makeup coming out, and I wasn't too sure how I was feeling about it. It seems like right now the trend is complexion stuff, which I'm really, really kind of excited about, because 2018, one of my goals was to not buy a lot of foundation. And I did not do that because the year before I bought so much foundation. And I mean, I wasted hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So this year, well, last year, I did bomb. I was good on that. But I saw that Morphe, and I know a lot of people are kind of a little iffy about Morphe. I saw that Morphe is coming out with a new foundation and concealer. I'm interested because when I was looking at the packaging and reading the specs on it, it was saying that it's going to be a soft matte, full coverage. And I don't know. I'm thinking it might kind of be a dupe for, I don't even have it, the L'Oreal Pro Matte. I don't know if you guys ever tried that. I did a video on that one probably like 2 years ago, but that thing was matte. It was matte. So I don't know. We'll see how that is. I'm a concealer snob, concealer junkie. I have a full drawer over there of concealer, so I might have to start scaling myself back on the concealer. I already see you guys talking about it, and it is going to be the next thing that I'm going to say, Fenty Beauty. So I love Fenty Beauty. That is one of my favorite foundations. I wear Shade 400 if you are curious. Shade 400. You're a little scared. Yeah, girl. Morphe has concealer and a foundation coming out. Fenty concealer. Yep. Are you still planning to change? Oh, yeah. So I am going to talk about that. I'm glad you said that, my YouTube name. Tired of the matte trend. Okay, that's fair. Dry skin struggles. Yeah, it has been a little bit of a matte trend, which is... Yeah, girls, Fenty Shade 400. My first bottle was 420, and I don't know, it was fine, but I feel like it was just maybe just a tad bit off, so I went down to 400, spot on. But yeah, matte is definitely trending, and I'm kind of, it's interesting because I feel like typically around this time of the year, like once winter starts, people start pushing out spring launches, and everything for spring tends to be a little bit more glowy and lighter, but the matte trend is strong. So Fenty, they're coming out with their concealer and a powder. I'm going to try the concealer just simply because I love the foundation so much. So I definitely will do a review on the concealer. Maybe the powder, we'll see. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm pretty set in my ways, no pun intended. I'm pretty set in my ways when it comes to my powder, but we'll just kind of play with it and see how it is. After that, hold on, I'm missing some. I'm tired of matte, dry skin struggles. Combo mature skin. Yeah, if you've got mature skin, I never tell any of my clients with mature skin to jump on the matte train. I mean, you can, but I don't typically recommend it. I jumped right past Morphe, went straight for Fenty. But I don't have a problem with Morphe. Yeah. Morphe brushes, I don't have a problem with them either. Morphe brushes are hit or miss. I like the eye brushes are good. The face brushes, those get a little iffy. Something else that I saw that no one else is talking about, Maybelline Superstay. They have a full coverage powder. Now, I love powder foundation just simply because I am oily. So I do like that on my skin, especially when it does get warmer. I went looking for it the other day in Ulta, and my Ulta did not have that. So I think I did find it on Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and order that. But Maybelline has a Superstay foundation powder. I love the stick. The stick is bomb. In my full face of Maybelline, I use the stick foundation, and that thing is on point. Love that. But they also have a powder, so be on the lookout for that. Something else that I saw is Milani. Now, I never tried the Milani foundation, but Milani is coming out with the concealer. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more affordable, then you can go with that one. Not gonna lie, I'm not really interested in it, and I don't have any issues with Milani. It just, I don't know. I think maybe because it's another concealer, and honestly, I have way too many concealers, so I have to start scaling back. Same thing, e.l.f. They're having a concealer as well. I can't remember what the specs were on that. I don't know, for some reason, but since it's e.l.f., I don't see it being like a full coverage, like matte drying down concealer. I could be wrong, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking. Something else that I saw. Okay, let's talk about this really quick. So Urban Decay. So I did a video with my Cool Tone series with the first Naked palette because they were discontinuing it. What do you think about the new CoverGirl launch? I haven't seen a new CoverGirl launch, Tamika. I'll have to go check that out. I've never tried Black Up, and the only reason why I've never tried Black Up is just simply because my Sephora does not have it. I know the only time I've ever seen Black Up in stores was when I was at the New York City Sephora. So when I go next month, I'll go in there and see, but their shade range seemed tricky. I'm not going to lie. I was looking at it online, and I think it's just simply because it is specifically for women of color, and there's so many options. And so it's kind of hard to gauge where I am. That's the only reason why I haven't tried Black Up. But when I go to New York City next month, I'll definitely check it out. Milani foundation, brown fingerprints everywhere. Okay, so it transfers like mad crazy. Okay, looking forward to trying the Fenty concealer. Me too. So Urban Decay, they discontinued their original Naked palette, and so now they're relaunching a Naked Reloaded, which I was like, that's kind of stupid. My opinion personally, but they didn't ask me. It's kind of like, if that's the case, I feel like they should have kept the regular Naked and then just came out with this other one because it looks totally different. Let me see if I can find it here. Because a lot of people are saying it looks like Fenty, which, I mean, not Fenty. It looks like Sultry palette, which I'm not going to front. It does kind of look like the Sultry palette. Boom, here it is. I don't know if you guys can even see that. So that's the new Urban Decay palette. Now, for me personally, in my personal stash, I would not buy that. However, this looks like something that I would buy to keep in my client kit. I would never use this on myself, ever. And not that it looks bad or chalky or anything. It's not anything that I would gravitate towards. Some people are comparing it to Sultry, where I don't know. I think Sultry has a little bit more depth and oomph to it. But that's just my busted opinion. That's just me. That's just me. Naked. Where was I? Okay. NYX is on fire right now. So they have the Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. They have the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. Now they have a Can't Stop, Won't Stop setting powder. That one caught my attention. I think I might try that one. And the reason why I might try that one, I saw the new Urban Decay palettes. I was confused. I know the Urban Decay is not really making much sense right now. Like they dropped the Naked Cherry palette, which should have never been called Cherry in the first place. Should have been called Plum. They discontinued the first OG Naked palette, but then they do Naked Reloaded. None of it makes sense. But NYX has a Can't Stop, Won't Stop setting powder. I'm definitely going to have to check that out just simply because I'm really, really into drugstore products here recently. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just kind of over the whole high-end situation, and I want to do things that are just very, very practical. Now, don't get twisted. I love me a little high-end makeup here and there, but I'm trying to keep it as practical and simple as possible for you guys. So I'll be trying that. And also they have a Can't Stop, Won't Stop, like a glow powder. Won't be trying that just simply because I'm not a big highlighter person. I don't know if it's like the Laura Mercier glow powder, like that's bae. I love that powder, or if it is like a legit highlight. So I'll swatch it and see and kind of get a better idea of it. The relaunch doesn't impress me. Not at all. Your girl was not impressed. It looks like sultry to you. Okay. Right. I was like, what are we doing here? Yeah. They're trying to remain relevant. I feel like they are miserably, they are suffering bad. They need to try harder. I don't know, maybe they just need a new creative squad, because I feel like Urban Decay, they're either like on some really, really edgy, colorful tip, or just some really, really just basic, like, what are you doing? I don't know. Baller on a budget. Same, sis, same. What's a good lengthening mascara? Mascara is tricky because I treat mascara like hair. I have found that if your eyelashes, I have curly eyelashes, so I don't really go too much for lengthening. I can't recommend a good lengthening one because I prefer for my eyelashes to look a little bit thicker and plump and bulkier. So for me, I like the Stila the Stila Huge Extreme, or the what is it? Benefit Bag Gal Bang. I had to stop using the Benefit mascara in the summertime because it did run on me, but before it got warm, it was top notch. And I feel like it did give me a little bit of length, but I know some people say that it does smear on them. The Profusion holiday palettes are great. Okay. Born to Run palette for me is the best. I agree. Born to Run palette is one of the best Urban Decay palettes, and that is one of mine that I don't touch often. So I think that's going to be one of the first videos I do for an old palette, because that one is good. Oh yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, that was y'all are so funny. Y'all are so on it. I was actually getting ready to talk about that. I wanted to talk about just a makeup disappointment. I was just kind of like, really? And that is going to be the Chloe and Malika palette with Becca. Oh my God. Talk about a bust. So I was excited about that just simply because I'm not a huge hardcore Kardashian watcher, but when I was younger, like in my early 20s, I would watch the show a lot. And I love Chloe and Malika's friendship just simply because I have a best friend, Lauren. I've been best friends for 18 years, so I can relate to that. So I love that. So when I saw that they were collabing with Becca, which is a cool brand, and I saw that they were using Malika, which is a woman of color, a brown skinned, chocolate, gorgeous Godiva girl, and she had a palette, I was like, oh shoot, what's good? This will be perfect. Man, I went into Ulta. So glad I didn't purchase it online. I went into Ulta and I saw that is false advertising. I'm not one to like stir the pot, but it was shitty. It was not good. That would not bronze her. I feel like she might be a touch deeper than me. I'm like, y'all know good and well that bronzer is not going to do a thing on her. I swatched it on my arm and I was like, what? And I had Lauren with me. In fact, yeah, it was the day before the wedding because she had to buy some lashes and razors. Lauren's a touch darker than me, and I put it on her and she was like, where is it? I don't see it. And I was like, girl, you ain't gonna ever see it. It's not there. And so I was just explaining the whole makeup thing to her because she, she's not aware of it. But she's like, I don't understand. Why would they use her if it doesn't work on her? And I'm like, it's because they're pandering. They're trying to get our money. And that right there made me want to just kind of step away from Becca for a little bit because that pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. I was so pumped up about it, but I was kind of like, y'all ain't going to get my money for a little bit. Y'all are in timeout. I got to take a break from you because that was ridiculous. Total bus agree. Maybe they should expand the Born to theme. Oh, yeah. See, listen, Nicole, you might need to jump on their team because that's a good idea. Born to Slay, yeah, that'd be good. They really do, Nicole. That's natural. That was good. Loving her thing. Get your check. Yeah, girl. Get the coin. Secure the bag. I agree. Becca might not get my money anymore. It was just shady, man. That palette was busted. I was just so sad about that. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. I've been on for 50 minutes. I got to go downstairs, find my husband, see what he's up to. I don't know that I'll have any content next week, just simply because, y'all, I just want to chill. You know what I mean? I just want to chill, but I wanted to, fill you guys in a little bit on the wedding, let you know my goal, say what's up to all of the new subscribers out there. I think I can say I'm a fairly consistent person. So I didn't want anyone to subscribe to me and then be like, oh, dang, well, I subscribed to her and she didn't even post anything. I just got married. So, just give me a little grace, exercise some grace. So I will be back, if not next week, the week after. All right, guys. So you know the deal. Keep it simple. Happy New Year. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Yes, amen, Nicole. Cover us all. We are all covered and blessed in Jesus' name. All right, peace.